December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Here we go! 90 Wolf!
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Here we go. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Watch General West!
Quick. So Mike's number one. Mike's number one. Let's go.
25! Check 25! Check 25!
Mike one. Mike one.
Let's make these babies. Pilot, 64, weak. Now!
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hatchet. 6-6, bullet high.
Under 10.
10. Hurry.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
He's tight right.
Hard.
We got four down. Alert three.
Check, look at me. Door.
You got tape.
Get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Darnold. Catch made, it's Moreau. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Darnold now to throw. It's Hill, complete. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Six guard. Check six guard.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get two there, but on third and one, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Again, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ready? Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Sue.
To the air again, Darnold. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down, 4 down. 24 is the mic. I'm here all day.
Go.
Locke taking the snap at 1. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
On the ready.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, Charlie.
Towards the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Yep.
Let's get off the field.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Check hot route. Kill.
Oh, wait, keep going, keep going.
Hey, alert 3.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here goes Hut.
Mike, 46. Oh, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Time to go, night.
Check 13. Check 13.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Hey. Go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Bang, 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 bang. He's coming. Leo.
This is Bell. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Down. 8, read. Yeah.
Watch Safety Freeman.
5.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check the backer.
Check.
Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Break.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
Get it.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Darnold. And he'll find Moreau here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
But it's now third down.
55, 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Turn! Waiting. They're waiting.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Go, go, go.
Hey, 1-7. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready?
It's just me and you. Mike 5-4.
Darnold from the gun. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Go! Here we go! Kill! You're out!
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Forced out to his left. Now Locke, he lost the football in town. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Darnold. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
46 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And this is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Fair. Check. Check 31. Look. Squeeze. Ready.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. He'll find Metcalf. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Switch. SOS. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Alert flare.
inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here we go, here we go. 90, Wolf. Here we go.
On second down, Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready.
Record.
Hey, high 7.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the
5.
On third down, here's Lindsey. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Tight left. 3 down. You draw closer. Back. No. Hey, lock it. Deep river.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
We got 4.
Shift. Hey, Sam off.
Slam. Check 43.
Get it.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Go, set.
Darnold now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Check. Kill.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Bravo.
Watch the curl. Switch it.
Off of play action, Darnold. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try to jet sweep with Nelson. Space to maneuver at the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike by 4, Mike.
Hey, Irvin.
65, 65. Mike, 50.
To throw is Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, Richard. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
He wasn't ready.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Shit. Tight dog. Red lady. Red lady. Watch twins. Big edge. Come. Red lady. Small. No.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
218, chop it.
24 is the mic.
Watch the back and watch the
Hard. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
We go set. 18 Gator.
Check three.
Tighten up.
Gone.
Freeman again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
5.
46 to Mike.
Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration, but now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, box truck.
Let him know. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 80. Squeeze, double.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Check tight.
Hey. Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got him. 24 is the Mike. Ricky.
No.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?